Hello, this is a video response to SupaDupaFlyGirl's moving out video. I'll start with where I started from. I was born in Germany. I don't have dual citizenship because I was born in an army hospital, so that kinda sucks. Oh well. After that, my parents and me and my brothers all moved back down to... Where did we move to? I think we moved into Ohio, but then we went to North Carolina to actually stay, and we lived there for a while. I was too young to remember really anything from there. I have like bits and pieces of memory, so oh well. After North Carolina, we moved back to Ohio, and that's when we lived in the blue house. I call it the blue house because it was a blue house, and that's what me and my brothers just started calling it since we moved from the place. It's the blue house to us. So we lived there, let's see, we lived there for a good long while. Probably, I don't even know, a good long while. Most of our little self childhood, like younger years, 3, 4, younger even. Anyways, so after that place, we moved into a shelter place while our dad was in California, and doing like some college courses, I think. Yeah. And so we were in the shelter place, which was just a shelter house thing that we were living at for a while, until our dad finally came over, picked us up, and took us all over to California, which was probably one of my most fondest memories, the actual trip to California. Greatest thing ever. We weren't even wearing our seatbelts. Like all 4 of us, me and my brothers, we were in the back, and we were just like, there's blankets and pillows and stuff all piled up just on our seats. So we were just kind of sitting there. We were looking out the back window. We were playing with a few of our toys and all. It was a really great time. Then we got to California. We lived there for a couple years anyways. Not exactly sure how long. It wasn't all that great. Me and my brothers, we didn't actually have beds to sleep on. We slept on air mattresses behind the couch, pretty much. We kind of rotated in spots and all, but it wasn't all that fun. And then, I guess when I was about 7, I suppose, we moved back to Ohio, and we lived with our grandpa for a while. We lived there for almost a year, and then we finally got our own place. So we didn't own it, but we rented it. It was a duplex again. The blue house was a duplex. I didn't really know that at the time. We didn't really see the other person that much. I don't know. It seemed like it was our house, but it was a duplex. Anyways, we were back in Ohio, another duplex. It was actually a pretty good sized house. It was really tall. We lived there for about 9 years. I was 7 or 8 when we moved to there. And then 9 years later, we moved out again, because our dad ended up getting a job in Baltimore, so he went over there. He was working, and then every other weekend he would move on. He'd like come home and stay there for the weekend. Really wasn't working out too well, so we eventually just moved on out to Baltimore. Not Baltimore, Pennsylvania. That's where we're at now. We're in Pennsylvania. We're like right next to Baltimore, so. But yeah, the move from Ohio to Pennsylvania. I don't know. I think the most difficult thing was finding boxes to pack all of our stuff in. It's like we really had trouble finding those boxes. Most of the stuff didn't even get packed into boxes. Yeah. So, emotionally, I don't know. 9 years is a long time. And I did meet a lot of people, but, well, I am kind of shy, so I didn't really talk much. I've I've always been kind of shy around people. That's part of the reason why I'm doing these video things. So I can try to get over my fear of talking to people. Which I'm not so afraid of talking to people, it just doesn't come naturally to me. And on that note, I've made 2 videos now. The talking to the camera videos. Well, I guess now 3 technically because of this one, but I made 2 before this one, and they're kind of long, but the first one, I'm not sure if, I don't know, the audio just kind of got screwed up or something out of that, or I wasn't talking loud enough. Like I said, kind of shy. Second one should be okay though. I tested it out on the computer and it seems to work fine. And so I was hoping that you, SupaDupaFlyGirl, would give me some pointers on these talking to the camera videos. Like, what I'm doing wrong, what I could do better, stuff like that. What I'm actually doing good, if anything. Doubtful that there is anything. But, seriously, I would love it if you could watch those videos. If you can't hear the first one, you don't have to watch that one. But the second one, I mean, yeah, I think the first one was better, but the second one actually has audio, and it'll do. So yeah, this is my video response to your moving out video, obviously. I guess I don't really need to say that a bunch of times. But yeah, I'd really love it if you could just watch the videos I made previously, the talking to the camera ones, and give me a few pointers. Until next time, this is Markus Denny saying good night.